Hello, everyone. Well, happy June. This is our first Dressing Well Live in the month of June, and it is just such an exciting week with our economy opening back out. We are calling it the grand reopening. We've all been looking forward to this, and of course, spring is in the air, and we wanted to bring back this program that we first launched in March, and a little background on it. It is all about let's bust some style in this. We're putting a summer spin on it, but this came out of our Stellar Style program. When we graduated our first group back in March, and many of them are on the call with us tonight, we sat down and we interviewed them and we said, what delighted you about the program? And then we said, what surprised you about the program? And that's how this program was born. We were, quite frankly, flabbergasted at some of what was said and some of the issues and the solutions that this program provided. So I do have some show and tell for you all tonight. I would never disappoint you. I know you all love that. And when I got some feedback from the group recently, you all definitely loud and clear said that that was your favorite part of the program. But tonight is more about mindset. It's about really thinking about your clothing differently. And that has been the consistent theme in our program. We have two Stellar Style graduates going to be speaking at the end of the program. And we now have two groups that have graduated. And when we got them on the second group on the phone and asked what were some of the things that the program solved for them, we heard a lot of the same type of thing. And again, it was pretty high level stuff. Like you gave me a system. This wasn't about, even though it was fun, it was about permission to take this part of your life seriously. And honestly, how you show up, how you present yourself each day is really all about energy and confidence and joy, things that all of us need a little bit more of today. So I will start with, we had 3 myths when I first did this program in March, and I've added 2 more. And again, we're going to really add some of the summer style. We have some great prizes tonight. As always, we have the amazing Sarah Zengo monitoring the chat over in the Facebook group. Hi to all my Facebook people. I'm over in Zoom with Maria, who's helping me monitor over here. And we have a whole bunch of folks on Zoom with us. Some are new to our community, some are graduates of the program, and some are actually in the Facebook group. So we're getting it done tonight in a way that allows all of you to experience our message in just the right way. And we are also kicking off our next Stellar Style program on June 14th, so it'll be our 4th. A lot of you said that the summer would be a little bit better for you, so we are going ahead and doing that. And I am going to be at my desk tomorrow and Friday. Sarah's going to put up my calendar. I am happy to talk to anybody about this program, anybody about anything that we do. One of the reasons why we love to get on the phone with people is that we offer a lot of solutions. And I guarantee we have something, whether it's virtual, the program, one-on-one, our Facebook community, our videos, we've got something that can help you. And I'm happy to give anyone in our community 30 minutes of my time to listen, to strategize, to talk about what might work, but also to give you some awesome resources so that you can all shine. And in addition to a $250 gift certificate, we also have some other little surprises in store for you tonight. So without further ado, I am going to announce the first myth. And the first myth is that you need to have a whole lot of clothes to be well dressed. And that just is not true. Our Dressing Well method, which is detailed in my book, and of course the program and in everything that we do, whether I am coaching somebody that works, whether I'm working with somebody that's going through a transition with retirement, the first step in our process is all about getting organized and playing tough love with the things that don't owe you a nickel. And they're actually costing you in terms of your self-confidence, your energy, your time. So our entire philosophy is baked into do more with less first. Now, if you love to shop and you love clothes, I do. I have things organized in a way that those of you that were on the live last week when I showed you my destination wedding pack, like all those things are not in with my day-to-day wardrobe. Those are in a different closet so that when an amazing trip like that comes up, I'm ready to go. I can get focused. I can see what I have. I can say, you know what, I've got time to do some shopping, or I really want to just make do with what I have. So the more clothes that you have, oftentimes it leads to more confusion. And when we wrote the Stellar Style program, which we are super proud of, it follows the book. I know a lot of you on the call have read the book, have been to some of our seminars, have worked with us privately. You all know how we feel about the organized wardrobe. We and the people in the program, which has really been so joyful for us, they are reporting left and right, and you're going to hear from a couple of them tonight, that they really, the program motivated them to really get in that closet once and for all and get rid of things. So the program's designed for you to dip in and dip out as you want. But I find that I would be doing you all a disservice if I didn't share how powerful the less is more philosophy. So when I hear people say I need all these clothes to be well dressed, I am like, And we're going to hear from a couple folks that proved that concept recently by going through our program with us. The next one is you need a whole ton of money to be well dressed. And that isn't true either. All of us have different budgets, different lifestyles, different means. I have coached women that have just been starting their careers. I have had such amazing experiences with people that have said to me, I have worked my whole life. I'm retiring. I never had time to shop. Help me spend my hard-earned savings on a wardrobe that lets me really be my personal best as I go into a new stage of life. I have worked with, as many of you know, our company is very much in alignment with giving back. We have a program in my hometown that provides clothing and accessories for women in need. I use the same principles I use with my clients that have more means as I do with folks that have very little means. It's really a mindset. So yes, you can spend a lot of money on clothes. And I always say there's a reason and a season for everything. There's times in my life when I can, and times in my life when I can't. I am paying 2 college tuitions right now, so I've cut back a little bit, getting ready to dive into the shopping world a little bit more aggressively, but all of us can be well dressed. It really, again, is about looking at what you have, understanding fit, which we're going to get to in a minute, and then being really strategic. And I think the thing that I'm most proud of about our system is when people use a word like strategy and strategic to explain a process, and then they say, and it was fun. Not only was it a process that I might apply to my finances or my diet or my household renovations, I did it with my clothes and it actually was fun. So a couple of show and tells, because you know that I always have those on the side. And going back to that, you need a whole new wardrobe to be well dressed. One of the examples of that when it comes to summer, a lot of you have been on our email list for many, many years. I think I started writing that blog 25 years ago. And it's so interesting what resonates with people. Probably 20 years ago, I wrote a blog in the summer called Weekend on a Hanger. And I detailed how to go away from a Friday to a Sunday, maybe Monday if you're lucky, but take a weekend or a long weekend, and how do you pack with very little clothing and feel great. And I have one example. And this is something that I take away with me currently, this really pretty top and these nice linen pants with this nice wide bottom, which is really in style. We're going to come back to those in a moment too when we talk about fit. But I have this in my closet with this necklace that I wear with it, with this little bag that I put with it. And I even hang the bag on the hanger. I have one of those little garment bags that you get at Nordstrom or someplace like that. I slip it in, I throw the shoes in the bottom, and I actually have a garment bag that has a pocket on the back that I oftentimes put other items in, maybe a sweater. And those of you that have been watching the lives for a while, you know how we feel about the white denim jacket, the navy denim jacket. They really have replaced the cardigan sweaters, to be honest. A lot of people are throwing those on to give them that layer and that punch. So weekend on a hanger, it really forces you to use what you have, and it makes, again, the mindset. And then if you're saying, I really don't like how these pants fit, then you can run over to TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Banana, Talbot's, Nordstrom, wherever your price comfort is, and get something. Consignment stores, we'll talk about that. Secondhand, we can make any budget work in our philosophy and our system. The other tip for summer, and I've been using this myself for years, and it was another one of those blog posts that went crazy, is I have a bag. I meant to bring it down and I didn't, but I have a bag that sits in my laundry room. I go to the Cape every single weekend in the summer, and I'm between two houses. I have a bag that comes with me depending on how much time I'm in Needham, how much time I'm down there. And I have been doing this before I was able to stay at the Cape like I am now. When I visited my mom most weekends, I have a bag and I put my bathing suit, my shorts, my t-shirt, my flip-flops, my sunscreen, my sunglasses, everything that I need. That white denim jacket's going in there. I always have a sweatshirt. I always have my white lace shoes. You've seen so much of my wardrobe at this point. You know what I'm talking about. And it goes, all gets washed, usually Monday night, maybe Tuesday night, into the bag, ready to go. I am going up to visit a good friend on the North Shore in a couple weeks. I don't want my best bathing suits at the Cape. I want them with me. So think about your containers, your hangers, your bags, and start to get less dress stress. Another big problem that people come to us to solve is that dress stress that we've all had. Getting in that closet, getting it organized. You can go all the way, or you can just get your weekend warrior outfits together, but a little bit of organization, and again, the mindset switch. And then we go back again to the, you need a lot of money, you really don't. This jacket I have on today for my video, this is designer. I got it on the sale rack, but it is designer. I went over to Macy's and I did the look for less. This is Calvin Klein, great color. This is $139 for the suit. And because everything's on sale, it was down to like $79. So if you work, if you're starting your career, one of the best things that we do is help people launch. Fashion is where you find it. It's about the fit, which we're going to get to in a moment. But having some pieces that make you feel great at whatever price point you can afford is the name of the game. And the third myth is you have to be your ideal weight to be well dressed. Not buying that one either. And a lot of people that call us, they'll say, I'm going to wait till I drop the weight or whatever. And I always say, nope. If you're ready, let's get started. I have seen too many times to not share this with you. And again, it's mindset. When you start going through the closet, retiring things that don't fit, and if you're not ready to remove them from the home, you can definitely put them in a different closet. Guarantee you won't miss them. And if you do lose the weight, you want some new things anyway. But you do not need to be at a perfect weight at all. And before this weekend, I was interested in getting back out to the mall because I wanted to see for myself if people were wearing masks and blah, 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 blah. I also needed to get a jacket for the video today. So off to the mall that I went. And what I did, because when we did survey all of you, I heard from a lot of people about weight. I heard a lot of people put 20 pounds on from COVID. I had somebody say, if you lost the 20 pounds, I found the 20 pounds. That was funny. But I went into Chico's, J. Jill, Talbot's Plus. I went into all the plus size stores. I looked at everything. And so much about perfecting your fit is knowing the retailers that fit your vibe, fit your size, knowing your body, loving your container of your soul and your heart. My goodness, people, we do this for a living. We think everybody is beautiful, and embracing it. And that again, and I know the consultants that are on the call tonight will definitely back me up. There is nothing better when you see a smile, when you see somebody stand taller and say, oh my goodness, I never thought I could wear white jeans, but I got them. And I did a deep dive at some of these mall stores, very affordable. I go everywhere to get our clients and to get the knowledge that I need to be able to share it with all of you. So that's another myth. I can only wear, people get in these little boxes. We have one of our stellar style gals in the class that's going on right now. She wrote me the most delightful email this week. And she said the best thing so far in the program, and she's paired with Sarah, who is just a rock star. She said, Sarah has gotten me out of my head. I am wearing cropped pants. She said, I never thought I could. I thought my ankles were too big, my thighs were too big. But the goal was Sarah got her in a linen, a wide leg to accommodate her comfort, her style. Sarah got her in the right shoes, and they're hemmed, they're not super short. And all of a sudden the shoes don't matter as much anymore because there's movement down by the ankle. Sarah got her beautiful new shoes. So that's another myth that I wanted to break tonight, is when people say, and we hear it all the time, of course, I can't wear that. I can only wear this. And then the fifth one that I wanted to share before I invite our beautiful speakers on is, I get this one all the time this time of year. I can't wear sleeveless to the office. And I grabbed this dress, which is going out to one of our clients, and, you know, a modest neckline, putting this with the jacket that I have on, even with a jean jacket for the weekend. Sleeveless, if you're comfortable sleeveless, there's many ways to do it well. So think about who you are. And I have women that are, I was with one last night, actually, somebody that is very toned, small, clothes look beautiful on her. Not gonna lie, she's a CEO. She said to me, I said, why don't you wear this dress to this big event in San Francisco? And she said, I would never wear sleeveless ever. And I said, I remember, got it. She said, what, you know, she's like, part of my brand is being a little buttoned up. She's in financial services. It served her well, 65 years old. Just sharing that with you. Please always take what we say and make it work for you. But that just happened last night with somebody that could easily wear sleeveless. And she's like, nope, it's a boundary thing for me. I like to be a little bit more covered. So we did go with the sleeveless dress with the right covering layer, and she looked like $1,000,000. And this is a woman that is so busy. She has very little clothes. Very little clothes. And she's quick to get rid of things because she knows the joy of having the less is more, but getting out the door super fast in a way that makes her feel terrific. Okay, so I said that I would share, I'm going to bring my guests on next, but a couple other things that people really liked from the video today. This is a very inexpensive tote. So also this came from TJ Maxx, and it had so many great things in it. And we're also going to give, I had the lipstick on the video. That's going to be one of the prizes tonight. So all you have to do is put some comments in the chat. Sarah's going to, and the Zoom people, we've got all your names. So all you have to do is be here to be eligible, but we're going to give the $250 gift certificate away. We always do that once a month, and it's the beginning of the month. The lipstick, and I just wanted to show you this time of year, this is a gift with purchase. I picked this up. So I bought some makeup, and this was free, and it's super jazzy. So again, I just wanted to share that you can be really strategic about where you pick up your basics. All right, so the first person I wanted to introduce tonight is Juanita Kennedy, and she has been in our world for a very long time. Actually started, I believe you work with June Tarter first, and June is on the call, Juanita, which is so amazing. But I just wanted Juanita to share her perspective on on clothing and style, and what she's been in our world a long time. She's in our class, right? She just graduated from our Stellar Style. So she loved these. She told me she really liked the whole refresh. But Juanita, can you just share, what over the years has really resonated with you, and what are some of the things in the program that really surprised you?
Hi, Mary Lou. Thank you. I think that your firm has just been a blessing. It really, you're able to come in, and poor June, she came into my closet. It was a complete disaster, and she got me out of I had 3 babies. It was just overwhelming, and I didn't know where to start. So I think that having you guys come in, and you guys know what you're doing, and you're so nice, and you're always cheerful. You're easy to work with, lovely to shop with. For Stellar Style, 90 Days to Stellar Style, what that did was give me a chance to take my laptop, which I never would have thought to do this except for the pandemic, but take my laptop in the closet, and I worked with Mary, and I had your clothing rack, which is something I recommend everyone purchase. So all the clothes that I liked stayed in the closet. Clothes I didn't like went on the clothing rack, and those were going to be donated. And so then really understanding fit. And I decided, after trying some clothes on with her over the laptop, that perhaps I would prefer a monochromatic look. And so a lot of clothing went away. And then she was really able to hone in on, because I'm petite, that sleeve is too long, or that's too much fabric, or, and just things that I hadn't thought about, because you're trying to maybe hide underneath the clothing. And so the fit, you're sort of hoping for a looser fit.
Okay, great. And what was something that surprised you in the program? Is Juanita frozen?
Other thing,
Oh,
working with the program, too, was the being able to say, if I'm going to do a base wardrobe, so then how do I shop afterwards? And then when you said tops are an accessory, it was just fabulous, because then you say, well, that now I have a base wardrobe, monochromatic, but now I can go have some fun, and I can shop, and it's fun, and it's an addition, and it's sort of, instead of just a scarf being the accessory, your top having a ruffle or extra color. So that was really, really something that I hadn't thought about before. And that's what you guys do. I think you guys do it really well. Just help me re-understand what clothing can do for me, which is marvelous. So thank you.
Oh, thank you, Juanita. And I was so delighted when Juanita joined the program, because she's been in our world for so long, and she's got some big transitions going on right now, which are exciting. And I love that she took the time for her. She made a 90-day commitment, and you can really change something in your life, a habit, anything in 90 days. That's, it was very strategically designed, the program. But I love that she came in and came to every class. The class is six classes. We meet every other Monday night, and then you work with your stylist in between. So you set goals for yourself, and they're very unique. But I love that the progress that she made. And when she shared with me the top accessory, that was really cool, because sometimes we say what we say all the time. And when someone points out that that was a game changer for them, I can't tell you, Juanita, how many people in the last 2 weeks I've shared that with, because you're right. If you take the time to get the fit, and Juanita's very petite, to get the pants and the jeans and the dresses, she loves to shop. She can hit these boutiques and consignment stores and Nordstrom and Neiman's, and she's a phenomenal shopper with with renewed vigor and energy. So thank you so much for sharing that. Mary Ann, would you like to say a couple of words?
I would. Thank you for letting me speak. But I will say the best thing doing this is it made me try. I have tried on every piece of clothing that I own, and I never would have done that if I did not do this. And I have quite a lot more room in my closet because of that. And I'm working with Mary, which she's fabulous. And she's kind of got me out of my little comfort zone a little bit on some things. I'm like, I don't usually wear, like I have something that print on. I'm like, this is something I had before, but I usually don't buy stuff with a lot of print. So I have a couple of new purchases that I'm going to have to show her next week that I really like. And I'm so happy that I did this. And just to pick up on what Juanita said, when Sarah did the accessories segment last week, you know, same thing, like a top is an accessory. I never thought of it like that either. And now I think of it like that. And I'm just so happy that I did this. I wanted to do this for such a long time. I have followed you forever. I have your book. But I'm just really happy that I did this.
Oh, man. Yeah, and we connected on the phone, and you've had some transitions too. And I'm just so glad to have you in the program. And thank you so much. And anyone, you've heard Juanita talk about the rack, and you've heard Marianne say that she's glad. One of the reasons why I get people on the phone is what we do is personal. And I want to connect with you, and I want to make sure you're really comfortable and you're really ready. And Juanita and Marianne, and I see Kathy Duan over here in the corner. Hello, Kathy. They were ready. And if you do get on my calendar tomorrow or Friday and you join the program, talking to Sarah Zengo today, and I said, what's a good incentive? Because we like to have fun and we love to incentivize. And we both said the rack. So if you join either tomorrow or Friday, we will send you a free rack. And you've heard everybody talk about the magical rack. It's an $89 value. We'll get it shipped right to your house. Most of the people in the program have it. But we would like to do that for anybody. We were not going to do a summer program, but we've decided to do it. So we're really excited to get this program off the ground. And I would love to talk with you. You can talk with Sarah too, but I'm going to personally be at my desk the next 2 days to make sure people understand what we're doing. But it's a 3-month program, again, strategically designed to get a big result. You can get a big result in 3 months. I think these two women would agree with that. And I love what you said, Marianne, about the trying on. And the funniest thing about the program is that everybody wants to go right to the accessories. Like when I'm on the phone and I'm like laughing in my head. I'm like, the program is meant to motivate you. Your stylist is there to hold you accountable. And Mary would have been doing Marianne a big disservice if she didn't make her try the things on. So thank you so much for shouting that out. We have somebody that plays golf that I don't see on the call yet, Lori Ann. And those of you that have been following us for a while, Lori Ann was the person that we, all over our Facebook group, we posted her beautiful photos that she took with stylist Kathy Smith. And I believe that that's one of the reasons why Juanita joined. It was a reason why my friend Michelle Maloney joined. Michelle called me up and she goes, those outfits were amazing. So we'll get Lori Ann on here as soon as she's able. But I'm going to call on Kathy Duan again. She was one of our speakers the last time we did this, and she just brings a unique perspective to the program as well. She was part of our inaugural group that graduated in March. Juanita was part of our second group, which graduated just a couple weeks ago. And Marianne has got 2 more weeks left in the program. And again, we're enrolling more folks that are ready to really take their style by the hand with us. We're not letting you go. And by the way, the people, the graduates and the program participants, I stay very engaged. I love it. This is like, you're getting the whole team brainstorming for you. So Kathy, hello.
Hi there. Hi, everyone.
How are you?
I'm great, thank you.
Oh, welcome back.
Well, and I'll give another shout out to the rack because that was one of the, what it allowed me to do with Kathy Smith was to begin with, the same pieces. I started with jackets. And so I had, because I love a third piece. And so I had all the jackets on the rack, and we kind of went through, sorting. And then Kathy would say very diplomatically, well, now what would you wear with that? And so that helped a lot because then that brought in, would it be a scarf? Would it be jewelry? Would it be, again, the columnar look of the monochromatic under with maybe a jacket where you could add a little bit more color. So I would say shout out anybody that's on the fence, do it. It really was a great experience, and it continues to be a great experience.
Thank you so much, Kathy. Yeah, Kathy graduated in March, and we've stayed in touch. And we just love that we can graduate people and have them come back into the community or begin in the community. But thank you, Kathy. I do not see Maria. Let me know if Lorianne pops in. It's 7:30 right now. So just to review, the prizes tonight, you just got to write a comment, and the Zoom folks are all set. But the people over in the Facebook group, I miss you guys. When I'm on Zoom, I can't see the comments, but I read all of them. You know that, and I will comment. But we've got a $250 gift certificate that we give one away every month. So it's June 2nd. We're going to put that in the mix this month. Anyone that joins this program tomorrow or Friday, you have till end of day Friday, will receive a complimentary rack, which, as everybody's talking about, is a life changer. And I'm also going to throw in the little lipstick, because people got, I always laugh at what resonates on those videos. By the way, our videos, if you're new to our community, our videos, we have a YouTube channel. We have a great marketing person, Sabina Grady. She's just amazing. Even with the little snafu we had tonight with the tech, she really stepped in. But with the YouTube, if you want to watch the videos, we've been doing them since September. And by the way, this is like our 25th live, if you can believe it. Time it is a moving, but we have all the videos, and a lot of the lives are also in our YouTube. So I do not see Lori Ann. I'm hoping that she maybe got a hole in one and is at the bar having a cocktail, and she's a lot of fun. So I bet you that's where she is. And I see just a little shout. I see Stephanie Bisselberg on the call. I see Roxy on the call. Some more of our Stellar Style graduates. So without, Sarah is over in the Facebook group. I hope she's putting a picture of the rack up. I hope she's getting my calendar link up there. The $250 prize, the lipstick. Any questions, Sarah, shoot them over to me. I'm on my phone, but it is 7:30 and we like to keep these things tight. So a big shout out and thank you to our stellar gals, Marianne and Juanita, and Kathy. Again, thank you. And just to repeat these steps and send you on your way, style myth number 1 is you have to have a lot of clothes to be well dressed. Did I debunk that one? You do not. If you choose to, you can, but it is not a requirement. The second one is you have to spend a whole lot of money to be well dressed. Can we dismiss that one as well? One of my best all-time stories in this capacity was many years ago. I was working at Dress for Success in Boston, which is a phenomenal program that helps women get attire. And I just connected with this young woman, and she said to me, "My dream is to go buy a suit at Nordstrom." I said, "You get yourself down to Nordstrom right now and go try a suit on, and you feel the power of that suit, and it will happen for you." And guess what? Many years later, she got a job. She now volunteers at Dress for Success, and she has her Nordstrom suit. So it's a season and a reason. It's what you're comfortable spending. I work with a lot of people. I know everybody's secrets. You guys know a lot of my secrets because I share them every week. But you can hunt. You can take inspiration with catalogs. There's another tip that we teach in Stellar Style is to use the catalogs for inspiration. Anybody on this call can be well dressed with a little organization and a few simple style tricks. Number 3 is you have to be your perfect weight to be well dressed. I've seen so many people shed the stuff that doesn't fit, buy a few things that fit. They get their game back on, and guess what happens? They start losing weight because they feel better about themselves. If you're somebody that really did have a tough year with COVID, and so many of us did, go buy a pair of sneakers. They don't have to be designer. They can be in your basement. Go get a pair of sneakers and start walking. Make that commitment to yourself. Number 4, you can't wear sleeveless to the office. It's all about mindset. It's about doing things in a way that's appropriate and something that makes you feel good. So if you don't like it, don't do it. But other people, everybody's different. I don't like to give a lot of rules that way. And the last one is you can only wear certain styles if you're a certain size, height. Not true. It's all about how you combine the pieces. And I think another part of our program that we're really proud of is we have Marianne, trying on outfits. And we're saying, Marianne, that jacket is awesome. Let's switch out the pants. Let's do another top that is more suited for you. And they'll say, I can never do ruffles, or I can't do crop pants, or whatever. And we're there to help you piece it together in a way that is perfect for your lifestyle and your style. So those are our myths. I hope I did my job tonight and gave you all a system, a mentality, had something click. One or two things that I said, I hope you can implement right away. Remember, weekend on a hanger. Remember getting a bag to have your stuff with you. Again, it's all tied to confidence, saving money, saving time, and allowing you to shine. So thank you all so much for joining. I look forward to having my calendar filled Thursday and Friday. And again, no pressure at all. I think we've been doing this now since November. If you don't know anything, if you only leave with one thing tonight, is that we love what we do. We love connecting with people and we love serving. So if you want to jump on a call and chat, and we've had people call and 5 years later, they hire us. So we are all about building a community and connections and sharing our wonderful system, our wonderful dressing well method, and of course, our wonderful Stellar Style graduates with all of you. All right, so I'm gonna run and have dinner. I think we're gonna have a glass of wine tonight. So these short weeks are a killer. But I'll see you guys all again next week for another edition of Dressing Well Live. And again, any questions, pop them in the chat. You know where to find us. Thank you for everybody. And I'll see